SA Sports show, Barry Gridiron.
Gridiron.
I reckon it's taken SA by storm.
We talk about every single sport on this show. There's nothing that gets past us.
Nothing.
Hey?
Because I went past going for a walk around the Adelaide Uni track.
Yep.
There was 50 guys out there, and I thought, what? They're all training, and they're all warming up, and I thought, gee, that's a big footy team. All of a sudden, they get all this equipment out and more equipment. So no, that's Gridiron.
Yeah, they're always a trainer.
Yeah, and that was a huge squad.
Yeah.
Huge squad. But to talk more about it, we've got the chairman John Riggett and the head coach Lee Rayner from SA Gridiron. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, guys. Much appreciated.
It's really taken SA by storm. We've got so many people really enjoying, what we normally think was an American sport.
Yeah, 100%. It's a niche sport, so it's not for everybody. But we do have lots of different facets of that. We've got the senior team. We've got juniors, which is between 13 and 18, and we've also got flag that's starting up. And it's
interesting you say it's a niche sport, because it probably is for everyone, because you've got all the different sizes and the heights and the speed and the strength. I mean, it really covers all shapes and sizes really.
We have got a position for everybody, from the big linemen to the speedy receivers to the brains behind it, the quarterback, the defence, the aggressive ones. There's plenty of opportunities for anybody to play the sport.
Yeah. Okay, mate. We're 4 weeks in. We're 4 weeks into the season. Let the viewers know teams, how many teams we got, where we're playing, where the main games are, so that and where do they get in touch with you guys if they're interested in want to have a game.
So we've got 4 clubs. Currently, we've got 3 senior team playing this year. We play at Dry Creek Reserve, which is up in Dry Creek.
Yep.
Games are on Saturday mornings at lunchtime, high noon. You can contact us through our Facebook pages or through email at chairman@gridironsa.com.au. There's plenty of opportunities. We'll put a lot of signage out there to try and get more people into the game.
Now you got the Hogs that are unbeaten. I see on your shirt is the Sharks. Is that another?
So this is our state team, the SA Sharks.
Oh, we're the Sharks. Yeah. Okay. All right. Because there's a gap on your shirt, and I think that should be for a sponsor.
That is 100% correct.
That's what you're looking for, and that's what you should get, really. But there's a great opportunity for someone here, given that the flag, which we'll talk about in a second, is going to be an Olympic sport in 228 in LA. So there's an opportunity for someone to get on board here right now and be part of that Olympic dream.
Oh, we're always looking for a major sponsor for our sport. Our sport needs exposure, being probably the smallest of all the football codes in the state. Sponsorship and getting awareness out there, marketing, all that stuff does come at a cost, of course.
Yeah.
The more we can get people on board from an SA side of things, it'll be a great opportunity for SA grassroots businesses to get behind a SA grassroots sport. They're always looking for that.
And Lee, how did you get involved? I mean, obviously enjoyed playing the game, and probably you would have chose a few different sports growing up, and
so I got in pretty late. I got in my 20s. So grew up in the country, didn't really know. Similar to many people we come across these days, didn't really know that gridiron existed in South Australia. So came in to go to university, played footy here, and then one year just happened to be looking for a summer sport and drove past a banner on the side of the road and thought I'd give that a go. Been watching it for a while, playing Madden, all those sorts of things that we do. And then came in and just fell in love with it. I think I've been involved for about 10 years and a coach for about 8 of them. So it's, like John said, it's a fantastic sport to be involved with. It's there's a position for everyone. Whether you've never played sport before all the way through to if you're coming from a number of other sports, there's a really easy transition into one of our positions. It's one of the few, as far as I'm aware anyway, one of the few contact sports we have in here in South Australia that's co-ed. So Kelly Whitehead, who was on your show a number of years ago, she's was a part of one of the teams who's now gone across to America and played for Australia and things like that, captains a men's team. And our juniors as well are sort of male and female participants year on year. So we're pretty proud of that, and the fact that we're able to sort of offer an opportunity for really anyone to get involved at their level, and the volunteers we have involved in the program, as well as the community around Gridiron, and so is so close and fantastic. So
you're involved in a junior program,
Yep.
Lee, and you've recently been, or you've been interstate. You've taken the team interstate.
Yep.
Are we playing interstate games as a senior group, or are we only just doing this in the junior area?
No, so mid-year we took the seniors over we played the ACT Monarchs over in Canberra.
Okay.
We went on a trip over there, and we talked about with the juniors. They went over to Victoria and played the Victorian side in July.
And how did we fare?
We're small compared to some of our other competitors, so ACT is fairly similar to our league, so probably on par. Victoria, Eastern States, Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland are quite big, so I thought we fared quite well, but we're a growing sport in South Australia, and we're coming up against states that have
Big
quite
numbers.
big numbers,
Yeah,
so
big
that
numbers.
makes a difference.
So where are our teams based? Where are our senior teams all based?
So we cover north, east, south, and west. So we've got the Uni SA Eagles based at Mawson Lakes. We've got Port Adelaide Spartans based in Port Adelaide. South City Chiefs, they're at Marion, and we've got the Adelaide Uni Hogs based out at Fullerton.
Because they've been around for a while. The Spartans, I know the Port Adelaide team's been
correct.
around.
The league's actually been around for 38 years.
Wow,
We've been around for a while, and they're one of the founding clubs.
Okay.
But is it just what you're saying, Lee, that South Australia, we've got fair numbers. Obviously our interstate rivals have got big numbers, because when you look at it, it's soon to be Olympic sport.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to now ride that particular wave, I would presume you'd be expecting some big numbers start to knock on the door and get involved in the gridiron.
Yeah, so flag's now been named Olympic sport in 2028 over in LA. We're definitely going to jump on the back of. It's kind of a separate sport, but a good pathway into gridiron, because it teaches all the offensive, defensive mannerisms, the skills, the positions.
Yeah.
We'll definitely jump on the back of flag as a vehicle to try and get more people into the sport for sure.
Because this is non-contact, is it? The flag?
The flag is a non-contact version.
But it's a similar style
5
game?
on 5. Yeah, you still got your quarterbacks, you still got your receivers, guys snapping the ball. Defence have got all their zones they cover. It teaches the basic good skills of about what gridiron's about.
Okay.
It's a great sport, and it's probably just under the radar a bit, because if it's Olympic sport, that means it's big overseas. It's typically big in Melbourne and Sydney, as we discussed. We need to really start promoting it, as you said, to get a major sponsor at this time was probably perfect timing
100%.
for a company, but also the sport itself.
Well, it is.
Yeah, we've got the Australian side, men's and women's teams, flag-wise, are over in Malaysia right now, competing in a tournament around Oceania and Asia, as a lead into the Olympics type situation. Yeah.
The Continental Cup.
Correct.
The Continental Cup. Now that's in Malaysia. That's coming up.
It's held in Malaysia. They're there right now. So
okay.
I think their first game's tomorrow. But they've been on a bit of a camp the last couple of days to get acclimatised.
Okay.
But yeah, way it goes.
And Lee, you're pretty impressed with the level. I mean, you've been involved in state coaching.
Yep.
The level here in Australia to compete against the best in the world. Do you think we're right up with them?
Absolutely. I think we certainly, as we grow into flag, we've found that. It'll be fantastic to see how our teams go across there in Malaysia at the moment. But as we grow in South Australia and across Australia, we're certainly starting to see more and more players that have those physical attributes and the willingness to work and compete, get involved in the sport even more. So, really looking forward to see how that progresses in the near future.
Now, this flag, which I'm really interested in, I'm really interested in how this goes. We're going to run our own little state league next year. A flag.
Maybe around the Feb marks, we'll look at running a state competition where anybody can put their hand up.
Yeah.
I'm hoping with the Olympics side of things, people think I might have a chance here.
Yeah, exactly right.
Because our sport's never had the chance to play Olympic level.
Yeah.
But now with that, we're hoping to get more people involved.
Well, it's exactly like, you've got an opportunity now to play in the Olympics. There's an opportunity there for you. There's also that opportunity now for someone to get on board. That's the key thing, because
That spot right there.
you could ride them all the way. You can ride them all the way to LA.
Because
That's the
you
thing.
get a lot of footballers then going into gridiron during the summer to stay fit and now to get involved in the flags. It's it's a really exciting time for you.
It is.
Congratulations and what you guys are doing for the sport here in
Good
South
luck, guys.
Australia. All the very, very best.
Much appreciated.
And we're back after the break.